Florida is known for water. Rivers, oceans, marshes, you name it. But even a tiny roadside ditch can hold fish you would never expect.
Got him. Big fish. What is this, dude? Holy crap. The fish is right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Are you... What the heck? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Summertime Outdoors. And we are back in South Florida. It has been a very, very crazy couple of weeks with ICAST and traveling down from Maryland to Florida. We're finally settled in. We'll only be settled in for a few weeks before we really start traveling all over the place, but we're gonna be in South Florida for the next 5 days, so a ton of cool videos coming, hopefully. And we're gonna start out day one with hitting a canal as we get just absolutely destroyed by flies. And hopefully they go away as the sun goes up. But what I'm most excited about doing today, I've never done this, is throwing a tiny glide bait in this freshwater canal. Ow! And we'll see if that can catch some fish. Could be snook, tarpon, who knows what else, peacocks, and all sorts of stuff in these canals down here. So found one to slip the kayak into today. Let's see what we can find. I really wanted to try this little Maverick 90 plug from Nomad. I feel like the peacocks and stuff will destroy this thing. It's just such a little, like it's a tiny little spook that can dive under the water a little bit. And it's pretty cool, so I'm curious if it'll do good in these canals or not. And these flies are super, super vicious today. Can't even think straight. They're just wrecking me right now. There's a fish. Smoked it. Peacock. Nice peacock. That's a dark pea right there, dude. That's awesome. You, buddy. Found some peas. Well, first exotic of the day, a tiny little peacock bass. I'm gonna get her back to the depths, but had to go a little bit further and we started to get some more interactions, but that's what we're throwing, that little Maverick 90 plug. Like I said, it's kind of like a jerkbait slash topwater mix. And a lot of people throw like X-wraps and stuff for these peacocks, and I figured like that on the surface and just digging down a little bit would get smoked. And dude, these flies are just creaming me. Like my feet are just getting destroyed. And these are like yellow flies. They pack a punch. They don't, like, every single one doesn't, you know, eat you like a mosquito will. Oh my gosh. But these ones just pack a punch. And, you know, mosquitoes like pick their poison like ankles and back of your knees and stuff. These yellow flies have no regard for any of that. They just, anywhere goes with them. But hopefully the fishing will be good enough to where we don't realize it. But whew, first peacock of the day, man. Let's get back to it, see what else we can find in this canal. And as you can see, there's no shortage of canal to fish. I mean, this goes forever in front of me. Oh my gosh, there's something on the top water. Oh, better peacock. That's a pretty one. Big old hump on its head. That is a pretty fish. Alright, look at that thing. Look how pretty that fish is. There she goes. That one hit it like basically off the dang top, man. See if we can't run into like a 3 or 4 or 5 pounder back here. That would be sweet. Because these 1 pound fish throw down, but a freaking 4 or 5 pounder will definitely dog us a little bit, but we're definitely finding a little something going on back here. Oh, got him. Saw a fish blow up right over here. Next thing you know, the peacock is crushing this on top. You gotta be careful with these little ones, they will get that hook in you. The old thigh crusher method is the best way to go on a kayak, man. Just get them crushed in between your knees and let them go. If you don't know about that thigh crushing method, man, you gotta use it, brother. You gotta use it. But the third peacock of the day, they're kind of liking it on the surface, honestly. Alright, y'all, so we're switching over to this little Nomad vibe here. Topwater bites died off, and this water has gotten super deep off the edges. So I'm thinking if I just roll this thing close to the bottom and get a little sporadic flashes going, it'll be the ticket to catching a bunch of numbers and maybe even a really big fish as well. So got that on a medium light Gloomis inshore and a Baits hundo. So super light tackle setup, should be really fun to fight fish on, honestly. Oh my gosh, good fish. It was cruising on the shore. Nice peacock. Oh my gosh, nice bass. A bunch of them with it too. Big bass. Oh my goodness. There was 2 or 3 more that were a little bit bigger than this. Holy crap. That's a decent bass, I think, for back here. Oh my goodness. And there's 2 or 3 other ones, a whole school of fish that big. That was kind of crazy. There's a fly in my hood right now. Ow, ow. Holy smokes, that is a pretty fish. Alright, y'all, well, there is a nice like 2-pound bass right there. And she smoked that little vibe. We're gonna get that one back. But it's been a bit of a grind, honestly. Once I switched over to the this little vibe, I've been doing a lot better with numbers. And I saw like a wake cruising down the bank, and it was a school of big largemouth. And as soon as it hit the water, one of them shot off the bank. It just smoked the vibe. But that is what we're probably going to keep throwing for now. And it just catches everything. We even had a little tarpon swipe at it as well. So I know there's going to be some tarpon and snook in here. And we're going to switch batteries out, drink some water, and hopefully keep this thing rolling. But honestly, it's been a pretty, I mean, we've caught some fish, but not anything too crazy yet. But I think switching to the little vibe will provide a lot of fish. We've got some cichlids on it already, so we have cichlids, peacocks, and largemouth so far. Almost like the tarpon. If the fly wasn't eating my face while the tarpon was trying to eat it, I might have been able to catch it. But they're just super, super obnoxious flies, and they're not going away like mosquitoes do when the sun gets out. But this breeze is helping out a little bit. Got a lot of canal left, so let's see what we can do. It's a little bit windy today to get the kayak down in most of the saltwater spots I want to fish, so just finding a nice secluded canal to fish for the day with a bunch of fish in it is pretty accessible down here. So if you're ever down here and it's a windy day, oh, something big just missed it. Oh, got him. Nope. Oh, got it. Got him that time. What is this? What is this? Tarpon. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. It came off and it just tangled. Look at that thing wrap around the rod like that. Let's wrap it back up. Let's see if we can do this like this. Oh yeah. Just hooked a freaking tarpon on the little vibe. No way. Definitely some tarpon in here. I was like, what is that? It was a big flash and I was like, it's either a nice peacock or I didn't know what the heck to think, but oh my gosh. That was awesome. Thing flashed on it like 5 or 6 times trying to eat it. And finally got it like right under the kayak and then jumped and spit the hooks, but that was pretty freaking awesome. And there's the boar tarpon I actually see rolling down here as well. Got him. Big fish. Big fish. Big fish. I don't know what it is, but it's big. Oh boy. What is this, dude? Holy crap. What the heck do I have? It's got me in this freaking tree. I don't know if it's still on or not. Might have got off. No, it's still there. It's still on. It's just in this tree. Let's see if I can grab it. Or get it out. I don't know what it's on. Broke off. I don't know what the heck that was, man. That thing was big. Holy smokes, that thing destroyed me. Anyone have any idea what that was, dude? Alright, well, we're retying another vibe on after losing whatever that fish was. I have no clue what that could have been. I mean, it just dogged me. It could have been a big mangrove snapper or a giant tilapia, but like tilapia don't fight like that. I think it was digging like it was like a big snapper or grouper. So like it could have been that, or I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you think that fish was. I have no clue. But we're re-rigged, ready to get back after them, and hopefully catch a bunch of more fish today. Alright y'all, well, we were just taking a little break, drinking some water. One of these flies bit me right on my freaking lip. And my lips are already huge, and that thing bit me and it's just swelled up like a balloon. I've just been getting completely molested by these bugs all day. They're not going away. But the fishing has been good. We once we switched to the vibe, we really started crushing it. I mean, I've probably caught 20 cichlids and tarpon, ate it, didn't land it, but caught some largemouth, peacocks obviously, and we hooked whatever that big fish was and got off. But we're gonna go down the canal a little bit more and then work our way back because we've gone a few miles. So, but windy day, couldn't really get out into any of the big open saltwater stuff I wanted to. That'll probably have to be later in the trip, but if it's blowing, you know, 20 miles an hour, finding a nice little secluded canal is always a fun time. You just, honestly, I think the little Nomad vetrex is one of the best lures to throw. Just catches absolutely everything in here. Other than the flies, man, and my lip being swollen to oblivion, things are going well. Got a little breeze going. It's not too hot. It is the middle of summer, so I'm, you know, just enjoying the breeze while it lasts, and hopefully some more cloud cover comes in. But stay hydrated and see what else we can find, man. It's been a fun day so far, and
I'm itchy all over my body. I mean, these, like, some of the flies have literally gone into my mouth, like flown inside of my mouth. Like, what are you doing? But other than that, things are going well. We're out here fishing, and we have miles and miles of canal to explore. So let's get back to fishing.
Oh, that's a good fish. Good fish. Good fish. Just can't let it get into the brush again. Digging good. Could be, I don't know what. I don't think it's a cichlid, but it's a nice something. Oh, giant snapper. Oh my gosh. 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 Oh my gosh, dude, are you, what the heck? That is a giant mangrove snapper, dude. What in the, that's definitely what broke us off. I was right, dude. Freaking monster mangrove in a freaking freshwater canal. Are you kidding me?
It's gonna freak out, but look at that thing, dude. Big old mangrove out of the freshwater canal. Let's get a nice release video. You never know what you're gonna find down in these canals, man. How crazy is that to find that all the way up in here? Florida is a wild place to fish, man. You never know what's gonna happen. What I do know is that a lot of these, I don't know what my kill count is on the flies, but it's above 50. It is above 50. We have been killing the crap out of those things. My lip's still swollen to oblivion, but we just caught like a 17, 18-inch mangrove snapper in fresh water, which I think is kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys think that's cool, but I think it's pretty cool. You can let me know in the comments, but let's try to get another one, or maybe hopefully get a tarpon or a snook, because if there's big mangroves like that, there's got to be some decent snook in here, so let's find one.
Oh, another good fish. Fighting like another freaking snapper, dude. Holy crap. Big fish. Big fish. No, it's in something. It's like in these rocks. Is he out? Yeah, he's out. It's another giant snapper, dude. Holy bejeez whiz, what is going on? Look at the size of that one. It might be bigger than the last one. What the heck? What the heck? Dude, it's a monster. There's another monster. What the hell? That's bigger than the last one. This is like the most Florida thing ever. That was a crazy fight. It had me in something in the bottom, and I just free spooled and let it swim out, and eventually brought him up. And as you can see, the vibe held up pretty good during that whole phenomenon of a battle. I'm like, dude, that thing's huge. Look how big this snapper is. And they're throwing down. Look at that thing. Look how big that snapper is. This is insane, dude. I mean, like, one's like, okay, that's really cool. Like, that's probably rare. And then, like, two in a row, though, that's like, okay, or they're just giant mangroves just lurking in here. And I'm almost positive the one I lost was as big as that. and they're crushing the vibe. But we got to retie our leader because he frayed that sucker up. But I'm gonna keep going. I was about to turn around, but not now. We got big mangroves back here, dude. Let's go. Dude, it's hard to even catch mangroves that big on the, I mean, it's not impossible, but I've never even caught mangroves that big on the like 7 Mile Bridge or any of the bridges in the Keys. Like those are literally probably my PB mangrove snapper. Like that is in the least likely place. Well, I guess maybe not. Wild stuff. There's a good fish. Big. No. The fish is right here. It's another giant mangrove, dude. It's sitting right here with my freaking plug in its mouth. This is not good. Got my line here. Dude, he's all the way back through there. Another big mangrove, but I just don't think it's even possible to even get him because my line's going way up into this and I can't even get up in there. My line literally starts here and it goes all the way through here, and I just have like no idea where the fish is even at. And I just broke off. And there he goes. That's the freaking mangrove I just had. Just swam out of the freaking mangroves right here. Holy crap, dude. The third or fourth one we've hooked today. It's absolutely wrecked me. Alright, y'all. We just retied after we lost that mangrove, and when it popped off, it swam out of the mangroves. It didn't have the lure in its mouth anymore, so I could not get back to the lure, but I went up and cut the braid as far as I could up in those mangroves to get it out of there. But we just retied. We're gonna head on down here a little bit further and see if we can catch another big one, because it's like the fourth one we've hooked, so I guess there's a bunch of them in here and they're super aggressive. It's really awesome. Hopefully we can get another one, but dude, last thing I was expecting was to catch a bunch of those today, but I am not complaining. They are probably the most fun I've had catching anything in the South Florida canal, so let's find another one. All right, y'all, well, we have not seen or caught anything for a little while, so we're gonna start heading back down this canal. We've probably went about 4 or 5 miles, so we have plenty of stuff to fish on the way back, and I really predominantly fish the right side on the way down, so we'll probably fish the other shoreline a little bit more. But I still can't believe how many big mangroves that we've caught, and I just saw a few tarpon roll as well, so there's still a lot of active fish around. So that is a plan, man. But dude, freshwater canal fishing down here is literally so insane. You just never know what's going to happen or what you're going to run into. You can run into saltwater fish, freshwater fish, big peacocks, snakehead, all sorts of stuff, man. It's just such a cool environment. Florida, it has so much water for these fish to go, and it's all connected in some way or another. These stupid flies are still all over me, but let's head on back and see what we can find. See if anything comes out of these mangroves and just smokes this thing. Got him right there. Big fish, big peacock. Biggest peacock of the day. Right out of those mangroves, dude. Let's go. Definitely nothing crazy, but for today, that's our biggest peacock of the day. Beautiful fish. Ew! Was literally jigging it alongside like those deeper mangroves, and thing just came out and smoked it. Oh, big fish. Got him. What is that, a bass? Big bass. Oh. Get out of my glasses, fly. Got a big fish on. Dude, there's a snapper with it. Oh my gosh. Nice bass. Dude, there's literally a freaking mangrove the same size as this bass with it. That's why I got the glide bait out real quick to try to catch it, but no dice. That is a nice, healthy, largemouth right there. And there she goes. So crazy. Never in my life would I would fish an area that I would say 3 bass and a big mangrove snapper would be cruising the shoreline looking for a meal together, but only in freaking Florida. Alright, y'all. Well, we are about 1.5 miles from the launch. We just threw the glide bait for about an hour with no luck, and I just broke off my last Nomad vibe, so that's probably going to do it for this one. Couple things, other factors that have contributed to me just heading back to the launch is the bugs, of course. No lunch. The water I brought is now boiling hot. I forgot my cooler to put ice in and keep them cold, so they're boiling hot. It basically just burns your throat and insides when you drink it, so not very hydrating there. We got out here at 7. It's around 4:30 now, and I'm about ready to go to Publix, get a sub, and zonk out in my 1-star hotel room for the rest of the night. So we got 4 more days of fishing down here in South Florida, but that was one hell of a way to start it. I did not expect what happened today to happen, but that is what the beauty of Florida is all about. And if you guys enjoyed this one, please put on those post notifications. We'll be dropping a video every Wednesday at 5:30. So a lot of South Florida saltwater content coming, flats fishing, Florida Keys bridge fishing, and some, hopefully, maybe some Biscayne Bay flats fishing action as well. So all of that is in store for this South Florida outing this week. So we'll see you guys next week.